So we'll be starting with a session. Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Dear authors and invited guests, welcome to the technical session 3G. Myself, Anshika Jain, and this session would be moderated by me. On the behalf of Global Knowledge Research Foundation, it is my great pleasure to welcome you to the 9th International Congress on Information and Communication Technology, ICICT 2024, London, UK. The 9th edition of the conference is being organized in a hybrid mode. The physical event was organized in London, UK on 19th and 20th February 2024, and the virtual event is being held through Zoom today and tomorrow, that is 21st and 22nd February 2024. I hope you will enjoy the knowledgeable and interactive session throughout the day. Coming to the guidelines, in this session, we have 6 presentations, and each presenter will be given 12 minutes and 2 minutes for the questions and the answers. And I will raise a gentle reminder at 10 minutes. There is another request to all the participants that you stay connected to us till the closing remarks. If you have any query or updates, you can just write it to me in the chat box. Just before we get started with this session, I would like to introduce you to the session chairs of this session. First, we have Dr. Om Prakash Rishi. Dr. Om is presently working as a director, IT University of Kota, and associate professor in the Department of Computer Science and Informatics, University of Kota. Present research interest of Dr. Rishi is intelligent systems and IT, case-based reasonings, AI applications, cloud computing, and IT governance. He has published 40 research papers in the international conferences, journals, and 30 research papers in international conference proceedings. Welcome to the session, sir. Are you there?
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone all.
So would you like to share a quick welcome remark with us?
Yeah, no, please continue.
Okay, sir. So next, we have our next session chair, Dr. M. Shamim Kaisar. Dr. Shamim is currently working as a professor at the Institute of Information Technology of Jahangirnagar University, Dhaka, Bangladesh. He's an associate editor of the Cognitive Computation and IEEE Journal, guest editor of Brain Informatics Journal, and Dr. Kaisar is a life member of Bangladesh Electronic Society and Bangladesh Physical Society. Welcome to the session, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So would you like to share an opening remark with us?
Yes, thank you. This is the 9th International Congress of, on Information and Communication Technology. And every year I'm joining as session chair, and we have also submitted many papers. We have seen, the quality of the conference is, improving day by day. And this is a great platform for the researcher, academician, industrial expert. They are sharing their research, and we are learning through this platform. Thank you so much. And at the end, we will discuss about each of the paper if we got the scope. Thank you.
Sure, sir. Thank you so much, sir. So we will be starting with the presentations. So first we have Ibnu to present his paper titled Bibliometric Analysis of Manifest Destiny Trends in United States Policy. Are you here, sir?
Yes, miss.
Okay, so sir, you may start with your presentation.
Okay, I will share my...
Yeah, you can share your screen now.
Okay. Can you see? my paper, my PowerPoint.
Sir, as soon as I see, I'll take. Yes, sir. We can see your presentation.
Good night in Indonesia times and good evening, good afternoon in London. So today, let me introduce myself. My name is Ibnu Zulian. I'm from Muhammadiyah University of Jakarta, Indonesia, and I will present about volumetric analysis of manifest destiny, trend, and US policy. So I start with introductions. The study aims to determine the development of research with the theme of manifest destiny trend in the last 10 years from 2013 to 2022. And this work is to provide a time of manifest destiny trend in the last 10 years using a quick bibliometric analysis that simultaneously applies to forecasting techniques, notably analysis of data search result on the Scopus panel and posterior. I have two research questions. How is paradigm shift and in manifest destiny can be found in journal articles in the last 10 years from 2013 to 2022. The second question is what is model of manifest destiny connection might be seen between the ideas developed in the last 10 years. For methods, I have four elements. The first, data filtering, data eligibility, data extraction, and data analysis. I have been selection of database from Scopus and complex text article access for eligibility, and for data extraction, I have analysis for post-viewer analysis search result in the Scopus database for manifest destiny themes, and data analysis with post-viewer and analysis search result Scopus. For post-viewer with co-authorship, co-accurate, volumetric coupling, citation, and quotation. And the second analysis set result Scopus with a year, a source, author, and country. Complex text article, type of document, article, journal, source types, journal, language, English, subject area, society. And then for publications, the analysis revealed that 21 saw the highest article output at 70 with 12 articles. And while the lowest output was in 2015 with only 2 articles. I have suggested that there is a limited literature on this topic because adding and integrating dimension to further and in-depth exploration and as indicated in the chart of the annual data analysis on Scopus.com. Moreover, the annual percentage does not display significant fluctuations. For the journal and schools. In the context of America, as a new nation, civil religion serves as an identification of the unique values of the U.S. And America has the responsibility to propagate values considered universal. America can access other nation due to its status as a chosen country by God. This also reflected in number 2 in this table, which is discusses writing of manifest destiny. American extremism and the city on hill Sindrug Winthrop, also 11, and vast. Opportunities for the religious peace building. This title relate to my discuss. This is the latest publication and scopes.com, published in 2021 in the Sociology Compass Journal. And for the scopes of the study can be described in this context. Dominant socioculture level 1 and 2, namely social science and history, sociology become the most dominant. And discussing this manifest destiny with 99 articles. So next, hegemony of manifest destiny. This article and the study dominated by the United States, because indicating that this part of this ideology and legitimacy, and there were on only few countries significantly contribute more than others. Approximately 66% on the ideas relate to manifest destiny, because this is origin from your writers based in US, and sometimes in UK follow with percentage about 11%, and France and remaining 3%. And then thematic manifest destiny. For thematic, the study categories the key themes and exciting theories. And the key themes and exciting theories relate to research into the idea of manifest destiny, showing the trend analysis network that highlights the differences between the study. And the war at the mining network, and the discussion that's still in the line, the terminology of the manifest destiny, then the cluster is set out, namely out in, namely power, mission, empire, and colonialism. And next, I'm so sorry. Paradigm shift hard power to soft power. The talk of manifest destiny at the beginning of the formation of the U.S. of America. The U.S. manifest destiny as a cultural ideology of the American nation, and this ideology held desires, dreams, and ambitions of the American nation. It could be said that the aspect that make up the concept of manifest destiny from the figure 2010 ranks and is identical to high politics, which is directly related to war, power, and empire nodes. And then vulnerable to 2016 and above 10 to law politics, namely legitimacy, debate, order, nature, and education. And the theory of international relation, the trend US using smart power serve a guideline for scholars to discuss this manifest destiny. And this is model of a manifest destiny. This table explains about a model of manifest destiny created by the author based on finding the analysis through the post-pure cluster. Manifest destiny synonymous with smart power directly relate to expansionist geopolitics with legal legitimate identity, as well as educational values can be applied in both the modern and postmodern eras. Manifest destiny is significant, highly complex philosophical idea, provides rationale for theoretical expansion, conquest, slavery, and even genocide. This is the point where racism, religion, and politics can complex to form the united front and sophisticated philosophy for the less noble goals of American globalizing power during expansion. The broad concept of manifest destiny also integrated various perspectives into a unified theory.
Sorry to interrupt, sir. But you have 2 minutes to conclude the presentation, sir.
Sorry.
So sorry to interrupt you, but you have 2 minutes to conclude the presentation.
Okay. Next, the last for conclusions. The study examines the idea of manifest destiny in general. The study finds that discussion about manifest destiny identical to security, culture, politics, society, and technology, which are classic dominant. And research on idea of manifest destiny in various international journals, and one of the tools used to investigate and publish the idea of manifest destiny that reaches other arenas with different problem, perspective, and solution parameters that affect the ability of policymakers to formulate strategies effectively and smart power. This is the how to paradigm shift. And then model development, the analysis so that it is important to recognize the process, the theories behind policy development, to determining an incremental nature of the aspect involved in development or the process foreign policy and international relations. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your presentation, sir. Any questions?
Yeah, Mr. Julian, I have
Yes.
few questions regarding your research. Hello, I'm audible to
Hello.
you?
Yes.
Okay. So my first question is, what is the benefit of this research and who is beneficiary for this research?
I will answer. Okay.
What is the benefit of this research and who are the beneficiaries?
Yeah, a benefit for this research is how to find the smart power and policy. So this is process how to get the vision and mission and something like how to policy get the interested, like America. I think behind the policy there is a process. The manifest destiny mix interested in internal country and foreign policy. How to see
in the last slide you have, yeah, okay, I got it. In the last slide, you just mentioned the paradigm shift of model development. What is the basis of this paradigm shift? How you conclude all these remarks?
Yeah. Sorry.
Anyway, think about that. Yeah. Now I would like to request to Professor Samir Kaisar. Please carry on, sir.
Okay, thank you. I have only one suggestion or question, you can say that. I mean, for developing any kind of policy, the contextual information is very important. But in your presentation, I have missed this point. Would you please explain why you have not, explain this one? The contextual information is required for developing any kind of policy.
Yeah, the context explanation of the policy. Okay. Manifest di sini, like while the westward expansion matter of domestic policy, like the part of dynamic American foreign policy. So like a doctrine fundamental principle of American exceptionalism and influencing dissemination of American values, both national and international policies.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your presentation. So we'll like to move on to the next presentation. So next up, we have Erasa to present her paper titled How Thailand is Using Sustainable Human Resource Management to Sustainable Development Goals. Ma'am, are you there?
Yes,
Okay, ma'am, you may start with your presentation.
yeah. Thank you. Okay. With everybody in afternoon in London time. I'm Arisa Sanak. I'm present my article about how Thailand is using sustainable human resource management to sustainable development goal. My presentation overview in the 6 parts. Yeah. And the first part introduction. My article get a conceptual framework for factors influence the sustainable human resource management. Scientists of the theory and classify separate idea and concept associated with the sustainable human resource management and literature review. Nowadays, everybody know the business community going concern over the long-term effect of the environment and trend global less to this idea and know about the triple bottom line have the 3P. The first one, planet, profit, and people, and refer to integration of the TE. And the first one is environment performance, economic performance, and social performance. And the triple bottom line relate sustainability. And sustainability will depend on the having knowledge citizen resource. And a key attribute of the past of humans sustainability and understanding of the 3 aspects. Yeah. And United Nations Thailand have achieved to sustainable development goal in 6 points related to sustain human development. The goal Thai government policy is the people prepare the Thai people for the digital age and 21st century by emphasizing education and helping them full performance at every age. And government aim to focus variety of the skill, digital literacy, and learning so that the human development and found that the knowledge, creativity, and innovation. And some research had a study with this point, but not research to studies for sustainability human resource management for sustainable development goals. And so I interested in this point for develop human in Thailand. Everybody have know about sustainable development goal have 17 point, but then 6 point is related to human development. I'm literature review about 4 theory of these. The first theory is sustainable development, and this theory relate triple bottom line with include the social, environment, economic, and is order to take into the account in the connection and sustainable development is development in line and changing environment condition everywhere, every time in the global. This theory is the important. And the next theory is a sustainable development goal. And every 16 point for develop, but United Thailand is related for 6 point about in the first one, no poverty, and the 2, zero hunger, and 3, good health and well-being, and 4, quality education and gender equality, and the last one in the reduce inequality. And the target sustainable development goal is a dive in sustainable development of the human resource. So sustainable development goal is human resource development too. And third theory, human resource management, and to become to sustainable and as more firm assess improve sustainability and contribute to global sustainable development. The impact of the human resource management on the corporation performance, as well as the relationship between human resource practice and financial performance. So, human resource management role of the achieve to business organize sustainability. The last theory, sustainability, human resource management, and the different type of the result to meet the expect of the stakeholder. And sustainable development goal is a sustainable human resource management and approved known as the best human resource management measurement. A key result in executing the organization development toward sustainability is the performance human resource based. So the sustainability human resource management improve organization sustainability too. And this conceptual model of the sustainable human resource management in Thailand from my review. The first hypothesis, employee quality direct effect to productivity, and organization that developing and retaining high quality employee and likely to experience better level for the productivity and success in the long run. The second hypothesis, Employee benefit, direct effect to human resource flexibility by attracting and retaining talent, boosting employee morale and engagement, supporting work-life balance, and promoting health and well-being, and facilitate training and development. And the third and fourth hypothesis about the social psychological capital, direct effect to both of the sustainable human resource flexibility and management, and two hypotheses the support for innovative organization and developing in the human competitive age too. The five hypotheses about the human resource flexibility and significant effect on the productivity by animal organization to adapt quickly to change, optimize workforce utilization, further innovation, enhance employee engagement and satisfaction, reduce turnover, support work-life balance, and facilitate ongoing skill development. Sixth hypothesis, productivity direct effect to the sustainable human resource management by influencing employee well-being, engagement, retention, diversity, training and development, health and safety, and overall organization effectiveness. The last hypothesis, human resource flexibility, significant effect on the sustainable human resource management by promoting adaptability, employee engagement, and resource optimization, skill development, and diversity, inclusion, employee health and well-being. And all fertility review offer insight into the related area, employee quality, productivity, employee benefit, and psychology capital, and overall organization sustainability of the relevant to understand the broader implication of the human resource flexibility on the sustainable human resource management. Human change the world. Thank you. And question?
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
You have the questions.
Yeah, Arisa, you have done a very good job to writing this paper, but you have mentioned that this is an article or this is a research paper. My question is this is a research paper or article?
This article.
This is not a research paper?
Yeah, research paper. In the past of the research in my course of
Means
PhD.
at the time of writing this research paper, you have consulted so many research papers.
Many about 50 people.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
Okay, but you have used all the research papers that are very old. Only one research paper you have used for 2023.
How many used?
All are old.
Oh, some
3-year, 4-year-old papers you have consulted at the time of writing. So my suggestion is this: at the time of writing, or when you review this paper again, so you consult a new research paper also. Okay.
okay.
Now you have mentioned three things within the sustainable development. That is what? Planet, people, and profit.
Yeah.
Within the first slide, you have mentioned there are three pillars. That is what? Planet, people, and profit. What about the prosperity? What about the partnership? And what about the peace? There are three more pillars which you have left, or you haven't discussed within this, or even you haven't considered at the time of this research. That is what? Prosperity, partnership, that is must.
And the most. Yeah. The most.
So my suggestion is this: you just consider all these elements. And one more suggestions: whatever pictures you have used within your this presentation, that is depicted from somewhere else. So mention the sources. Like IIST.org, you have used all the pictures from there. So next time, either you just draw yourself or even cite them. This is the best practice. So this is my suggestion. Like this picture, all these pictures you have used from somewhere else. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Over to Professor Kasser.
You have already pointed out what was my question, so I don't have the new question for her. So thank you.
Thank you very much to everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
I'm sorry.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your presentation. So we'll be moving on to the next presentation. And next up, we have Christian to present his paper titled Integration of Distribute Intrusion Detection Systems in IoT Infrastructure. Are you here, sir? Sir, are you there? Christian?
Hello.
Yeah, sir. Are you there? Am I audible?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, sir, you may start with your presentation.
Okay, thank you so much. Good afternoon to everyone. My name is Ildegard Christian Meniman. I am a lecturer at Great Lakes University, which is a private university located in Bujumbura, Burundi. So I'm going to talk about security in the IoT infrastructure. My topic is integration of distributed intrusion detection system in IoT infrastructure. Domain point of my presentation.
Your presentation is not visible.
Okay, let me check.
Share your presentation, please.
Sir, are you
Okay.
presenting something?
Okay. Okay.
Yes, sir, your presentation.
It's okay now?
Yeah, it is visible now.
Okay, thank you. I said that I'm going to talk about security in IoT infrastructure. My topic is integration of dispute intrusion detection system in IoT infrastructure. So the main points of my presentation is I start with the introduction, methodology, proposed deployment model based distributed intrusion detection system. And I will end up with evaluation and analysis results. In machine learning, there are about 4 machine learning methods: the supervised method, unsupervised method, semi-supervised method, reinforcement learning. In our case studies, we use 4 machine learning algorithms such as decision tree, random forest, k-nearest neighbor, and linear regression. As you know, some data captured from IoT traffic devices consists a lot of amount of features, and some of them are relevant for and may read poor performance of our model. This is why the first step is required. We need to clean the data and select the useful features and normalize them in order to improve the performance of our model. And after that, we split the data into two subsets, such as training set for evaluating and testing sets for testing. And we use, as said hereafter, for machine learning algorithm in K-name algorithm and machine learning algorithm in Anaconda Python. And at the output, we will classify the result in two categories, such as normal, victim, and attackers. And here is the figure of deployment model of distributed and intelligent system. As you can see, this is IoT devices, and we choose to place our IDS inside as well as can be placed outside in order to protect and to mitigate from intelligence in IoT devices. So it could be placed between devices and router, as well as should be placed between external server and firewall. The second, and this is the experiment one. The experiment one is to compare different classifiers in terms of accuracy using data mining tool K-name, and we realized that the highest accuracy value was observed using decision tree and the random forest, whereas the lowest accuracy value was observed using K-name and linear regression. The second experiment is to compare different classifiers in terms of accuracy using machine learning algorithm with Python Anaconda. As you can see in this figure, you see we have the highest accuracy with 3 algorithms such as decision tree, linear regression, and the K-name, whereas the lowest value accuracy is observed using random forest. The experiment number 3 is to compare different classifiers in terms of detection rates using 4 algorithms. As you can see, the highest decision detection rates was observed using decision tree, random forest, whereas the lowest detection rates was observed using linear regression. The experiment number 4 is to compare different classifiers using Python Anaconda, and we according to obtained results, the highest value detection rate was observed using 3 algorithms on 4 algorithms used. As you can see, K-nearest, linear regression, and decision tree end up with 100% of detection rate, whereas random forest algorithm end up with the lowest detection rates if we compare it with other algorithms here used. thank you for being. I really appreciate the time you took to be here and to listen to my presentation. Your question, suggestion are welcome. Thank you all. Yeah.
Can you open your presentation once again, please?
Sorry?
Can you open your presentation once again
Yes.
from slide 1?
Yeah.
Okay, stop.
Mhm.
Okay, move on the next slide.
Mhm. Okay,
Next
here.
slide. Next slide.
Okay.
Next slide.
Okay.
Now, in the bottom of this slide, you have mentioned KNMI algorithms and ML algorithms, machine learning algorithms.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Both are machine learning algorithms, or is there any difference between them?
Sorry?
Both are machine learning algorithms, or is there any difference?
I can see we use for machine learning algorithm. There is the decision tree, random forest, and the KNN and the linear regression.
Means my
As well as we use them in Anaconda Python as well as in KNN
my
algorithm.
My question is, does
Mhm.
KNMI have machine learning? Does KNMI have machine learning?
Sorry, can you back again, please?
Here you have two different portion of this algorithm. One is a ML algorithm, and second one is KNMI algorithms. You
So,
mentioned in your presentation.
Yes.
Okay. Now my question is, does KNMI have machine learning?
So some of machine learning algorithm, there is some algorithm used to classify, and also there is, as you can see in KNN data mining tools, there is some machine algorithm you can select what you want to use. By the way, there is some algorithm to use.
I think your answer is KNMI is a deep learning algorithms, and with the TensorFlow integration, they provide some machine learning. With the help of TensorFlow, they provide some machine learning. Okay, move in the next slide. Next slide.
Okay.
Where you have a precision comparison between, yes. Just see in the bottom of the slide, 98, 98.5, 99, 90.5, 100, 100.5. Okay. What are the parameters you have taken on the x-axis, and what are the parameters you have taken on the y-axis? You haven't mentioned. I think you have to mention in the one side, y side of this graph, these are the algorithms, different algorithms, and in the bottom part, you have mentioned these are the precision count. Move on the next graph, next slide. Okay, wait, back. Okay, next slide. Next slide. Next. Yes, okay, stop here. Here you have down parameter is 98,6. 98, I think these are the wrong parameters. You want to mention here 98.6, 98.8, 99, 99.2. So these are the wrongly written here, or something else. What do you want to say here by these parameters or these precision data?
So you talk about the parameters I set in this figure.
Basically, you have mentioned here 98,6. Is this correct? 98,6, 98,8. Are these correct values or something else? Kindly check it and correct it. This is 98.4, 98.6, 98.8, 99, 99.2, 99.4. These are the values. So you just correct this slide. This is my suggestions. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Over to
Well noticed.
Professor Sami M. Kassar, sir, please.
Would you please move to the, I mean, the figures are already mentioned. Would you please move to the figure, previous figure? Am I audible? Hello?
Slide 4.
Yes, slide 4, right.
Hello, 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 hello.
Yes,
Yes,
slide
okay.
4. Move to the slide 4 and click.
Christine.
I mean, the figure is wrongly presented. The model is wrong. I think it should be, I mean, modified and redrawn, because the platform he mentioned, I haven't seen that is actually used for shallow machine learning algorithms. So it must be checked.
I completely agree with you, sir.
I would like to request the moderator to keep the note of this paper. When the organizer will submit the paper to the Springer.
Okay, sir.
This figure should be corrected. Otherwise, it will impact the reputation of the conference. Okay. So
Okay.
please keep the note of this one. I think it should be changed.
Okay, sir. I'll
Thank
forward
you.
management. Okay, sir. So thank you so much, sir, for your presentation. We would move to the next presentation now. So next we have Ritha to present the paper titled IoT-based standalone devices for beehives monitoring towards honey yield optimization. Can you hear me, ma'am? Ma'am, are you here? Ma'am, I can see you. Are you there? You're not audible. Yeah. Wait, I'll stop sharing. I think you have shared something. Mm. Mm. Ma'am, I can't hear you. So till the time she's ready, we'll move on to the next presentation. For next presentation, we have Mr. Zule to present the paper titled Millennial Generation and Political Communication Tolerance in the Indonesian Election 2024. Are you there, sir? Are you there, sir? Okay, I think he's not there. So we'll move on to the next presentation. We have Fitria to present the paper titled The Impact of Islamic Resilience on Student Spirituality while Engaging in Digital Activities. Ma'am, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Sure, ma'am. So you can start with the presentation, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you. But let me can share screen.
Yes, ma'am. You can present your screen now.
Visible now?
Yes, ma'am. It is visible.
Okay, thank you very much. But before that, I'm sorry because my camera doesn't work well tonight. I'm sorry. Okay, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for the opportunities given to me to present the result of my research. And my name is Fitria. I'm from Indonesia, from University of Muhammadiyah Yogyakarta. My title is The Impact of Islamic Resilience Student Spirituality While Engaging in Digital Activities. And for the introduction, during the COVID-19 pandemic, students use a gadget to study. So after the pandemic, the student very attached to digital activities. Previous studies found that many students were involved in the negative digital activities. The development of increasingly sophisticated digital system opened up opportunities for the emergence of new crime trends such as fraud, bullying, and cyberspace, and even acts of database that with specific purpose, such as taking over social media account for fraud, spreading malware, hacking system, and so on. And then nearly 80% of teenager or adolescent age about 10 until 90 years spread across 11 profiles in Indonesia are addicted to the internet, and most teenager or adolescent use the internet for things that shouldn't. And 24% admitted to using the internet to interact with unknown people, and about the 40% access the pornographic content, and the rest for online games and other purpose. Therefore, is that exam how adolescent students protect themselves with resilience, and here with Islamic resilience. So the research purpose is to examine the Islamic resilience of high school students to protect themselves during digital activities. And then I have 3 research questions here. The first is, what are the digital activities of students doing in the Yogyakarta? And how is the Islamic resilience of students in Yogyakarta? And the last one is, what is the role of the teacher in the build student spirituality to foster an attitude of Islamic resilience in digital activities? And I use tell about the method. This research is qualitative research. Data collection was carried out through observation, interview, and through documentation. And then the research was conducted at the private school in Yogyakarta, Indonesia. And then the informant in this research were students, teacher, and school principal. And then the result is what the student digital activities. There are watching the Islamic content and searching for organization activities, watching content on TikTok app, and then searching cooking recipe. I think is special for the girl or women. And then play online game, looking for the new information, scholarship information, watching YouTube, and then access the learning material, and then communication with friends. And then for the second result about Islamic resilience activities, what the student do is listening the reciting of just 30. That mean that I mean is reciting the Al-Quran, Holy Quran, reciting the Holy Quran, and then supplication to Allah. That mean the pray to the God, and then salat is praying in Islam. And then the last answer for the question of the research is, what the teacher activities do for the build student Islamic resilience? Yeah, they do provide education on how to use gadget positively. Teacher reminds students to avoid digital bullying, given punishment to students, and provide assistance to students who engage in prohibited digital activities. reciting Al-Quran every morning together, congrats the prayer followed by recitation, and then create the Islamic activities program in the month of Ramadan. And then the teacher make an agreement with the student regarding the use of gadget. And then provide a school application specifically for learning, and then teacher conduct. But if there are suspicious behavior. So the conclusion of my research is that students know and realize that there are times when they enter the prohibiting side or negative side. And however, as the Muslim, they develop Islamic resilience to protect themselves from becoming addicted to negative digital activities. And then student involvement with gadget at school is used to searching for new information and learning material. Teacher provide education to students at the school about using gadget for positive purpose. This is a recommend that the parent pay attention to the use digital media in adolescent or teenager by being open and discussion with the teenager, with the student. And this is a form that the student resilient need to the support, social support, parent support of someone or from someone who can be a place that share that experience or mistakes in digital activities. So the collaboration between teacher and parents is essential to foster a student resilient in digital. I think enough, Liz, and thank you very much.
Yeah.
Ma'am. Sir, questions?
Your research is different from the other one, but very good initiative from your side. My only question is, this research is based on any data or this is hypothetical?
Bad data, sir.
This is based on data.
I mean, I do research, a field research. I do research in the school in the Indonesia. By interview.
How did you collect the data for this research?
Yeah. I collect data by interview with the student, with the teacher, and the principal of school.
It seems this is a suggestion, not a research. This is a suggestion, general societal suggestions.
Yes, sir.
Okay, over to Professor.
Oh, thank you. I have a specific 3 suggestions for improving your paper before submitting the paper to the Springer. First, you have to justify, which data collection method you have used, how you have analyzed your data,
yes,
and how you claim that, there is no bias in your analysis. So you have to justify these 3 points. You have to include these 3 points in the final paper. Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much for your suggestion. Thank you very much, sir.
But other than this, this cannot be considered, in my opinion. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much for your suggestion.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I would also like to ask, do we have Miss Rita here?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. So you'll be presenting your paper titled IoT-based standalone device for bees monitoring towards honey yield optimization.
Yes, thank you. Let me share my screen.
Yes, ma'am. Start with the presentation.
First of all, I have to apologize because my PC have issue. Now the PC I'm using, the camera is broken, so I have to present without.
So, ma'am, you can present your screen.
Okay, thank you. Can you see my screen?
Yes, ma'am, we can see your screen.
My name is Mutoni Marita. I'm a PhD student at University of Rwanda at African Center of Excellence in Internet of Things. I'm here to present a research paper entitled IoT-based standalone device for behavior monitoring toward honeymoon optimization. Our case study was in Rwanda, and I have different quarters. The outlines I would like to present about introduction, aims of the study, related work, proposal solution, system architecture, and conclusion. Beekeeping has been a long-standing tradition in Rwanda for many decades, passed down through the generation, carried out in accordance with established norms and practice. So as Rwandans, we export the domestic market expanded so that beekeeping can be one form of the source of the income. Rwanda has successfully developed the essential institution and regulation effective shape for long-term development of its honey during this decade. But we still have some challenges where during harvesting time, people can steal honey, so that you can come to see your beehives and you find it empty while you are expecting to harvest. And another things, monitor how they is to monitor all the activity of beekeeping. Like you can, normally we do it in traditional way, where you can just smell the honey and be like, oh, maybe it's time to harvest. And then when you decide to do your harvesting, you found out it's not like the exact time. Maybe you do it early or you do it late. So that is why we decided to come up with an idea to develop a standalone smart device that is using different sensors and processors to monitor and control beehive effectively while considering its security too. The several researchers have devoted their effort to overcoming the difficulty connected with monitoring and controlling beehives, but the question is to optimize the honey yield, and we still have the challenges of security, where some people can steal the whole beehive, or they can even decide to harvest while you still have the once you have your beehive, but they decide to come and steal the honey, so you can rest with the empty beehives. So the aims of the project was to demonstrate how IoT can be used to monitor and secure beehives. Different papers have been reviewed to compare and see what other researchers did. Then we design and develop a prototype that can monitor the interior of beehives and then look for its security. And we decided to see how we can optimize honey production by integrating advanced technologies, and then to empower the device using solar panel. I reviewed different papers, but I decided to present to you most relevant, this one too. The first one was technology developed to monitor and control bee colony maintenance without interfering their natural process, as well as optimization of aspiary inspection frequency. And the second one was the system that facilitates data correlation analysis by integrating video analysis, meteorological and interpretation of nest temperature and humidity as local geographical and biological variables. So after reviewing these different related work, I found that most of them didn't try to cover the challenge of security, and others are not relevant to our African context, where the kind of we have different type of temperature, the way they do behaving is different from our way. So it was that to relate or to integrate their technologies. So that is why we even tried to refer to what they did, but according to the kind of data available online, we cannot relate to it. So here is the system architecture of our system. We have a solar panel at the part 1. It is numbering, and then we have motion sensor. This sensor is a proximity sensor which can be able to detect moving objects, so that you can alert the beekeeper. You can alert the beekeeper in case of this intruder. So this one will work for the security purpose. And also there's Siren. Siren is an actuator that it's one form of alarm, but which have that deep sound, so that someone can even be afraid, like, oh, there's someone in around. And we have circuit hosting box on number 6. That is where we have switch there, where you can put you can switch the device in case you want to do you want to clean a lounge, or you want to do you want to do some maintenance, and since it have to alert someone that there's someone in the lounge, so when the owner want to do some maintenance or want to clean a lounge, have to use this circuit box to switch on or off. And there's also Beehive on number 5. That is where you can that is the Beehive box, and inside the box there's also humidity sensor, temperature sensor, weight sensor, where you can just know you can know the weight of the beehive. And also number 6, there's motion sensor coverage. So the sensor we used since this project we decided to implement it, it's already in piloting. You have 2 different kind of motion sensor, the one which can just have coverage of 90% and the one of 180 in case you want to cover the whole all around of the beehive. And also number 7, we have remote monitor, someone who can know how the remote monitor can be like a person or the beehive owner or beekeeper, the one who is trying to monitor the beehives, who is in charge of security, who is in charge, want to know like what is going on there. And this is the proposed solution. The device has been successfully developed and taken to beekeepers for its real-time application, and to be improved by tracing machine learning. Because like now what we are doing, it's like while monitoring, it's like we are trying to collect data. After that, we will try to analyze for decision-making purpose or for future predictions. This is like parts of our device. On part A, it's inside the beehives, where we have that temperature sensor, humidity, voltage sensor, because in some times during to the employment change, we can need to increase the current inside the beehive, or can be able to reduce it. So
Sorry to
that is where you
interrupt,
have.
ma'am. Sorry to interrupt, ma'am, but you have 2 minutes to conclude the presentation.
Okay, thank you. I already present this. So on the interface, the beekeepers will be having mobile applications. This is the interface, and then when there is intruder, they can be able to get SMS that there is someone intrusion that in time, when, because a part of putting alarm on, you can also get a message that you have intruder. And potential impact to the device was developed to detect moving object in proximity, to notify beekeepers in case of these intruders, and to powerfully monitor and control. As conclusion, the IoT device was developed for controlling and monitoring beehive to optimize honey yield, and for future work, we'll be able to integrate it with machine learning. This is the reference of the related work I presented. Thank you. If you have any question, recommendation, or suggestion, the floor is yours. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So you can proceed with the questions.
Yeah. Thank you for wonderful this paper. You have done really good job. But you have mentioned in your architecture, when you're discussing your architecture, that is there is one component is beehive. Okay, in the last bottom of the 0.5 beehive. So what are the component of this beehive? Only the sensors are there or something else?
Okay, this part will show it. We show it better, because on A, a part of the sensor, that is where the bees will be to produce honey. So that is where we even put the sensor to monitor what is happening here. Because in case of the harvest, that we need to open this so that we can do our honey harvesting. So in beehive inside, it's not only sensors, there is always bee and something, other things bee have to eat so that they can be able to produce honey. Thank you.
Okay. For the fragrance, which sensor you have used? For capturing the fragrance of honey, which sensors you have used?
Okay. For example, for the weight sensor, we use the what called load cell, and load cell sensor for just to know the weight of the beehive, and we also used temperature sensor.
Yeah, I agree. You have mentioned that for temperature, you are having a temperature sensor. For humidity, there is a humidity sensor is there. Okay, agreed with all the sensors. For the honey, smell of the honey, or which kind of sensors you have used? For the fragrance, for the capturing the fragrance of honey, any specific sensors you have designed or that is available?
I didn't get to it. Can I please repeat?
For finding the fragrance of honey, which sensors you have implemented in your experiment? Let us suppose I'm giving a questions to you. Let us suppose I took 2 syringes. Okay. From one side, I'm taking honey from the hive, and second, from the second syringe, I'm putting the sugar, liquid sugar, to the hive. Then how did you find that this is a original honey, or this is a sugar, or like that?
We use the gas sensor so that we can be able to know the smell of the honey. And
For the
also
smell, which sensor use?
gas sensor.
Oh, gas sensor.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you. I have only one question. Have you, I mean, the measure the quality and quantity of the honey, because you have used IoT-based system. I mean, the system should improve the quality and quantity of the collected honey, right?
Okay.
Have you, I mean, the measure anything like this or not?
Like here, when we took these pictures, we were trying to test. So when we try to test, like we use because the system is already given to the beekeepers. So when we try to test if we can see the weight or see how the sensor are collecting data, this is the kind of the dashboard the beekeeper will be using. So if they just we want to evaluate on how our sensor are working, we just refer to this one.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your presentation. So, next we have Zule to present his paper titled Millennium Generation and Political Communication Tolerance in Indonesian Election 2024. Are you there, sir? Are you there, sir? So I think he's not here. So I would like to sincerely thank our authors for their excellent presentations and contribution in this session, and all the participants for being a part of this international conference. I hope this session was fruitful for you. We, on the behalf of the whole team, thank you for the support during this 9th edition of the conference and all the previous 8 editions. We will be happy to have you in the 10th version as well. All the presenters would be getting their certificates digitally within the email within 2 working days. Further, all the papers have been forwarded to the Springer. The publication will be live within the 6 months, so kindly cooperate with the team of ICICT 2024. And moving on, I would also like to thank our session chair, Professor Om Prakash Rishi, for chairing this session. This is a token of appreciation to the chair on the behalf of Team ICIT 2024 and Global Knowledge Research Foundation. Thank you so much, sir. Would you like to share some closing remarks? I would also like to thank our session chair, Professor Shamim Kaiser, for chairing this session. This is a token of appreciation on the behalf of whole team of ICICT 2024 and Global Knowledge Research Foundation, sir. Thank you so much. Would you like to share a quick closing remark with us?
Oh, thank you so much. I mean, my suggestion to all the participants is that you have got suggestion from our session chairs. Please incorporate all the suggestions and improve the paper. Thank you so much. It was really nice. I have learned a lot. Thank you.
Anshika, 1 minute. My mic was mute. I want to say thanks to all of the participant as well as my co-session chair, Professor Samir Kesar. And thanks to organizers for giving me this opportunity. And basically, this is the end of this session. And this is a great session. And there are few are the outstanding presentations, and few are little bit discouraging. But I hope in the next time they will improve their presentation as well as the research papers. So I would like to thank all of our presenters for sharing their latest research and insights with us. Your contributions have stimulated through provocative discussions and ideas, and that will push the boundaries of ICT further. And grateful that you choose to present your work within this conference. And as we continue through the conference tomorrow also, and I encourage you all to continue networking with other your fellow attendees and gaining different perspectives by attending the other sessions if this organizers present or giving the opportunity for that. And on behalf of this organizing committee, we thank you for joining us this ICICT 2024. We hope we have fantastic rest in conference, and see you again in the next conference. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, everyone. Can you please open your camera for a quick snapshot? If everyone can open their videos. Yeah, I love to click a picture. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you.